Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing really well. I've been having lots of sales conversations this week, as in conversations about sales and selling. And so, because it's so top of mind, I wanted to share this training with you because what is coming up in a lot of people's minds right now is this topic of should I be selling? Should I be discounting? Should I be just hiding back and retreating back until all of this is over? Is this a good time to sell in this current economic climate? Is it appropriate to sell full price? Is it appropriate to push out ads? Note that word, push out ads. You can see some of the limiting beliefs that come up in people's language when they use words like, I don't want to push my product on people. And there is a host of limiting beliefs coming to the surface during this coronavirus season in every area, right? This is showing people what they're made of. This is highlighting the difference between successful and unsuccessful, between people who have worked on themselves and people who haven't worked on themselves, between people who really believe that they have got something excellent to offer people that's going to improve their lives, or those people who are like, maybe not, I don't think I have something valuable and therefore I'm going to hide under a blanket until all of this is over. Plethora of different reactions to what's happening in the economic climate when it comes to business. So I want to give you some of my thoughts and offer some advice, some suggestions, some tips, some ways of thinking about it. I don't know your unique business or your business situation, but hopefully these 5 tips that I'm going to share with you will help you to get more of what you love. Like if you are genuinely doing what you love, if your business serves people, then sales is the one thing that is going to give you more of what you love. Seriously, like, yeah, we need to do marketing, copywriting, presenting, all of those different things, but ultimately, if you can't get people to put money into your bank account, you'll never be free. You will always be working for someone else. And if you're a leader, if you're a coach, consultant, an educator, a thought leader, a subject matter expert, I'm talking to you. And if you are heart-based, if you are a heart-based business owner, this is for you. If you're not, if you want to take advantage of the situation and just profiteer from it and take advantage and just kind of use people's struggle to make a whole lot of money without actually wanting to help people, then this is not for you. So thanks for joining me live. Hello, welcome. So I want to ask you a question to start off with, and that is this. What do you think when I say the words selling is? Selling is. What comes to mind? Selling is. Selling is. Pop it in the chat box when I say the words selling is. What comes to your mind? What are literally the first things that come to mind? If you haven't got a pen or paper, grab a pen and paper because I'm going to get you to take notes. This is not just some interesting ideas. I want you to go away with these 5 steps to literally go and use straight away. And so I'd love it if you could make some notes and also just start thinking about some of these questions. So what comes to mind when I say selling is? Pop it in the chat box. So there's all sorts of things that comes to people's minds when they think of selling. We've got scary, we've got shit. Can you imagine if you have that belief, how that's going to affect your ability to sell? If you feel like sales is scary, then why would you do it, right? You'd avoid it at all costs. So if you find it scary, thank you for sharing. Thank you for your honesty. I really appreciate you sharing that. And I want you to share the first word that literally comes into your mind, because that brings it to the surface. We cannot change if we don't have awareness. And awareness is the first step to change all the time. No need to apologize, Vince. I love it. I love that you just shared that first word that came to mind. Lee says selling is at the bottom of any business. Absolutely, the bottom line. Hilary says business. Nice, love it. Hi, Neosha. Hi, Trish. Hi, Vince. Hi, Lee. Hi, Hilary. So that first thing that comes to mind, your very first reaction is really going to determine your success when it comes to business. Nyasha says giving. So because if you opened up in her mind, Nyasha's mind, the definition, like imagine it was a dictionary and it had giving there. Do you love giving, Nyasha? I imagine that you probably love giving. If you love giving, then do you think that you're going to want to sell more because that's the definition that you have for it? So of course we're going to avoid something that we don't like or that we avoid. When I used to think of selling, if you opened up the definition in my mind, I would say scary. I would say I don't want to be pushy. I don't want people to feel awkward. I don't want people to think that I'm just all about taking their money. I had all these definitions that were not serving me. And when I left my job at Vodafone, where I was working full time and I became a personal trainer, I remember going to this course where they said, raise your hand if you're in sales. And none of us raised our hand. And they said, you're all in sales. And I was like, no, I wanted to become a personal trainer. I wanted to train people and help people get the body of their dreams. I don't want to do sales. And then it kind of clicked, like, I am a salesperson. If I can't get clients, this was in 2003, if I can't get clients, I will have to go back to my job. And so I got really determined to learn sales and change my definition. And over time, as I've given my brain evidence that sales can actually be a really enjoyable experience if you do it correctly. And that's the most important part, is that there's a way of selling that is scary and shit and hard and horrible, and there's a way of selling that is enjoyable for both parties. It's elegant, it's authentic, it's with heart, with soul, and it gets both parties more of what they want. What a cool thing is that? So I'm going to go through five ways that you can overcome your own objections to selling, because before you sell anyone else, you have to sell yourself on selling. You have to overcome your own objections to why you're not selling, because the number one asset that you have when you're selling is confidence. If you're not confident, if you're like, I think it might help, just give it a go, it might not, just have a think about it, no one's going to buy from you. No one buys from a salesperson who's not confident. So we need to get you to sell yourself on selling and overcome your own objections. So first of all, we need to know what they are. So number one is to write down all the beliefs you have about selling. Just write them all down, all the beliefs you have about selling. So what do you think about selling? And those of you online, write down all the beliefs you have about selling, any objections you have about selling. Please share. It's a totally honest, open, judgment-free, no shame space. I'll readily admit that I've had so many doubts when it comes to selling because of fear of rejection. And, you know, if you think about humans, two of the most important needs that we have as human beings is one, to belong, and two, to be accepted and not rejected, right? So we avoid rejection at all costs. And I think that is why a lot of people don't want to sell or be known as someone who's salesy, or who avoid it because they don't want the judgment. I was on a coaching call the other day, and it was Ben Harvey that was taking the call, and he said, if you're not willing to at least be hated by at least one person, then you're not cut out for business. And it's true, because if we are trying to be all things to all people and avoid rejection and won't take risk, you know, business is about taking risk. And if we don't feel that we're ever going to put ourselves out there just in case we get rejected, because we don't want to come across as rude or pushy or all of those types of things, then we're not going to succeed in business. Lee says you always sell yourself. When you look for a job or a partner or you want to make friends, you sell yourself. Absolutely. We're always doing it anyway. So we might as well get good at it since we're doing it all the time. So the first thing is write down all the beliefs that you have about selling. Number two is to identify any limiting beliefs or objections. So you've got this big list about selling. And for most of you, you're going to have things on there like it's hard, selling is hard, selling is awkward, selling is scary, all the things down there. But you might also have in there some definitions that are positive and empowering. Selling is helping someone improve their life. Selling is helping. Selling is caring. Selling is sharing. Selling is serving. You might have some good definitions in there as well. So you got this big list of beliefs about selling. This is how we overcome our own objections to selling. You circle all the ones that are empowering. You cross out, no, Siri, go away.
One moment. Oh. I didn't get that.
Because I wasn't talking to you, Siri. You circle all the ones that are empowering and make you feel good, and you cross out all the ones that are disempowering or limiting. Now, before you cross them out, you might want to consider reframing them. So anytime you've got a limiting belief, like selling is scary, you want to think, what do I want to believe instead? What do I want to believe? How do I want to view selling? And then go through a step-by-step process of writing down why selling is not scary. So why selling is the opposite. So what is the opposite for you? Let's say you want to view selling as enjoyable. So you want to view it as that, you just currently don't. So you start writing down all the reasons why selling is enjoyable. All the reasons why selling can be fun, exciting. Think of the money that you can make, the amount of people that you can help, because the more you sell, the more people you're helping, right? The third step is to sell yourself on selling. You sell yourself on selling. So you've got this list of beliefs about selling. Some of them are disempowering. Now we want to sell ourselves on selling. So write all the reasons why selling is a great thing. There's lots and lots of reasons why selling is a great thing to do. Well, first of all, if you're a business owner, the number one thing that you can do to increase your financial position is sell. That's it. That's the only thing, the one thing that's going to increase your financial position. Right now, you are earning your ability, what you're earning right now is directly in proportion to your ability to sell. Directly in proportion. And there's a whole lot of skills we need in business. We need copywriting skills, marketing skills, presenting skills. But selling is the direct one to your bank account. It's the final one, because you can be brilliant at branding and marketing and all of those things. But that final step where people put money in your bank account, it's indicative of how you view selling. If you don't have money in your bank account, it's because of your mindset around selling, and it's because of your mindset around your worth and your value. Because if you truly valued what you do, if you know that it's going to improve the quality of someone's life, why would you not sell it? Why would you not want to sell it if it genuinely helps people? This is why I love selling, because I genuinely help people improve their lives every single day. I coach people and they improve their life. I coach people and they know how to make more money. They're more confident. I helped a lady get rid of her headache yesterday that had been a pounding headache through a half-hour session on mindset. Like, this is the power of what I offer. So I will never stop selling because it helps people. It changes their life completely. It's a win-win. Lee says, selling must be based on willing to help others and give them something that they need. It mustn't be of greed and money grabbing. Absolutely. And I think it's given us a bit of a bad taste when it comes to selling, because so many people have ruined it for us. Think of the 80s cheesy, tacky car salesman scenario. We've been programmed to believe that selling is a bad thing. We've actually been programmed. And we need to break that programming and break that conditioning, because I'm hearing so many things lately which are just really old beliefs, old school beliefs, because people assume it's about what Lee says, greed and money grabbing. If you're offering something to someone who doesn't need it, then you're not really selling. You're conning, you're manipulating. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about heart selling. I'm talking about caring selling. Selling is not scary when you get over the fear of rejection. Selling can be fun when you see it as a challenge and experience. Thanks for sharing, Lee. So these are the beliefs around selling. This is what's going to make you money. Selling is first and foremost helping others and enhancing their lives. The money will come as a matter of course. Absolutely. The money follows when you really want to help people. And so Number 3, selling yourself on selling, just writing it all down. Selling's helping, selling's caring, selling's healing, selling's creative, selling's fun. You sell yourself into it. Number 4, write down all the reasons why selling will give you more of what you want. Write down all the reasons why selling will get you more of what you want. So selling, if I'm willing to sell, especially in this time when people need it more than ever, if you think about it, if you're improving the quality of someone's life during this time that we're in, then that's going to get you so much satisfaction, so much joy. If you can sell during a difficult period, then once it's all over, it's going to be so much easier. And actually right now, the focus is more on the health than the economy. I mean, Scott Pape, the author of Barefoot Investor, he says, the coronavirus is going to potentially slow down pretty soon. But actually, the financial crisis has not peaked yet. In maybe 5 months, 6 months, the government's going to take away its help. The banks will stop putting pauses on loans. So this is a great time to sell. So write down why selling will get you more of what you want. Think of all the things that you can buy. Think of all the people that you can help, all the lives that you can change, the growth that you can do by becoming excellent at sales, the freedom. Like, my number one value is freedom. And if I didn't know how to sell, I wouldn't have freedom. I wouldn't be able to work full time in my business and be an entrepreneur. I'd be stuck in a job that I didn't enjoy, completely off purpose. I know what life feels like to not be on purpose, and it sucks. I hated it. I was miserable. I was depressed. I was moody. I was always tired. I've seen both sides. I'm not going back to that. I'm not saying that every job that when you're not working in a business is like that. But for me, if I wasn't on purpose, then life would be completely different. And that's why selling is so important, to enjoy it. And then number 5 is to give your brain evidence. So imagine if you could have a whole heap of really enjoyable sales conversations, really enjoyable, and you actually proved to your brain that selling is enjoyable, rather than just trying to say affirmations and trying to believe it. Actually prove it. Actually take action. People are always saying to me, how do I get clients? Where are the clients? I'm like, they are all there. They are on your laptop. They are on your phone. But you need to reach out and tell them that you can help them. You need to risk rejection, risk feeling like you don't belong, risk someone saying no, and actually just reach out and say, hey, how you doing? How's things going? Are you still looking for help with growing your business, with improving your home, with losing weight, with whatever it is that you do? Not going to sell, not pushing, but just asking people how they are. Hey, did you know that I offer a free 30-minute session? I can just have a chat with you, zero pitch, no pressure, just help you out. Just giving to people and having conversations where you literally aren't thinking about where do they sign up. You're just giving. I would say probably 90% of the sales conversations I have with people is them talking to me and me listening and me coaching them and helping them get more of what they want, and them just selling themselves into it. Like Hillary, who's on the call, we just had a conversation and she said, I want to work with you. I didn't sell her at all. It was just a really enjoyable conversation. She had a need. I knew that I could meet it. I didn't even make her an offer. She said, I want to work with you. So selling really can be an enjoyable experience, but you've got to give your brain evidence. My sister Vicky emailed me, WhatsApped me today. She used to hate selling, like really hate it. She hated being sold to and she hated doing it. She's a coach. And she said to me, I genuinely love sales calls now. If I feel like I can really help them, giving someone great free value without outcome expectation. And then it's a bonus if they sign up. Like, what a cool way to approach it. She's done a lot of just chatting to people. So she did a lead magnet, which is like a freebie for people. And she's a creative coach. She helps creatives with their projects. So she put out the freebie and she asked in the opt-in for their mobile number, and she just rang them all and had awesome conversations with them. Hey, tell me about your project. I'd love to hear about it. Where are you getting stuck? And she didn't sell them. She just said, hey, if you want some help with that, let's jump on a call together, and I'll send you the link and we can have a full 30-minute talk. I did that when I released my freebie last year. Is I put the mobile number on the opt-in, and I just rang people. And initially, people were a little bit like, who are you? Why are you ringing me? But I was like, oh, hey, I just wanted to see if you got the guide. Is there anything I can help you with? Just wanted to give you a personal call and just reach out and see how you're going. And I just had some really beautiful, enjoyable conversations because I ran Facebook ads to it, and I was ringing people from all over the world, and it was awesome. It was really enjoyable. Only a couple of people said, oh, no, not interested. And I was like, yeah, cool. Like, who cares? A lot of people did want to chat. It's all about the heart that you go into it with. No expectations, none of this silly, pushy stuff, literally just giving. Lee says, when you sell the right way, you gain financial freedom, a good reputation that will help you sell later and will establish and strengthen your business. I think you've sold yourself on selling, Lee. That's awesome. So who is going to take action on this? Because otherwise it's just some nice information that I've shared with you. So I'm going to recap, and I want you to write in the chat, in the comments box, what action are you going to take? So number one, to overcome your own objections to selling, write down all the beliefs you have about selling. Number two, identify any limiting, disempowering beliefs or objections. Number three, sell yourself on selling. Really reframe that word selling for yourself if you have any negative connotation about it. 4, write down all the reasons why selling will get you more of what you want. And 5, give your brain evidence. Have more sales conversations. It's amazing the amount of business owners that I talk to who are struggling to make money. They're struggling to pay for Facebook ads. Facebook ads are the cheapest they've ever been at the moment, and people can't even afford to do them because they're not having enough sales conversations. And I say to them, how many sales conversations have you had this week? 0. I've been fluffing around on my logo or my whatever of my website. Just have more sales conversations. That's how you make money. That's how you help more people. That's how you get better. Now, if you know that you need to really improve your sales, but you still have that feeling of, oh, I'm not sure, and I don't know if this is the right time to sell, or how to position my offers, how to communicate my value, how to sell basically for people to actually be saying yes to you, I'm running a free masterclass online, of course, next Thursday, the 30th of April, 7 p.m. And in that, I'm sharing a framework that I created called the values-based formula, which is a 6-step framework of how you can elegantly sell with heart, with care, authentically, and really enjoy selling. I'm going to show you how to communicate your value, how to position yourself as someone who wants to do business with you. And I think I said that kind of weird, but I think you get the gist. And help you to actually sign up clients, paid clients. So it's a free online masterclass. It's called Selling Equals Service. And I'll just put the link in the chat box now. Link equals service. So if you want to learn more about how to sell effectively, jump on that. Totally free. It goes for 90 minutes. And Trish says, will it be on your Facebook page afterwards, working in ED Thursdays? I will be recording it, but I am giving a prize and a gift for people that show up live, because I do honour people that show up live, but I will be recording it as well, so you can catch the replay, Trish. Lee says, my problem is that I'm selling to a very specific audience. People don't like to admit they have a problem. Don't look for help or drop out of help at an early stage. Lee, so I would target the ones who will admit that they have a problem, because I'm sure there's a percentage of people who will admit it, and really target to them. Target to those people who are looking for help. They don't mind admitting that they've got a problem, and they're willing for that. So just be really targeted in your marketing language so that you don't attract those people who don't want to admit that they have a problem. Vince says, I'll be there. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. I really wish you all the best with your sales conversations. I encourage you to take action on this straight away and start just having great conversations with people and helping them improve their lives. Hope this helped, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.